10-year vet from New Jersey, Rahway, New Jersey native, as they shake hands at the beginning of the match to honor that Ring of Honor code, and underway here in the second matchup here in Union, New Jersey, as they go right to the technicality of wrestling here. Matching up with the hands, right to a wrist lock goes Dixon. Dixon wrenching away at that wrist lock. LSG looking for a counter, get out of it, underneath, swoops the arm, back to the control here, backside by LSG. Nice counter by Dixon. Headlock takeover, face lock with the legs, and a standstill. Right off the bat, they go to that chain wrestle. LSG able to get out of those wrist locks. Dixon able to get out of that head scissor. Back to the center of the ring. Locking up center, side headlock by LSG. Side headlock takedown by LSG. Head scissor of his own by Dixon. Kick up by LSG. Just like we saw before, but roles reversed here as they have a standstill yet again. Anything you can do, I can do better so far. Control center of the ring, looking back for that wrist lock. Nope, front face lock by Dixon, looking for a snapmare takedown. He got it, and a chin lock by Dixon, trying to maintain control. Takes him down to the mat. Oh, right out of it goes LSG into that side wrist lock, and beautiful chain wrestling right off the rip. The counter out of it, take down with the legs. Went over to the waist lock, LSG maintaining control. Dixon to the waist. Dixon to one knee, trying to get back to both feet, and he does, looking back to that wrist lock takeover, arm drag, and into the armbar wrist lock. Beautiful chain wrestling, like I said. Dixon now maintaining control. Both men, any counter you could do, I could do better. Counter for counter, move for move, hold for hold. LSG trying to get out of that wrist hold. Trying to use some leverage with that left leg, trying to take out the back of Dixon's right knee. Dixon giving it right back. LSG looking to bridge here. LSG stuck in a tough spot here, stuck in the bridge. Oh, nice pinning combination here, but LSG able to bridge with the shoulders up. Quick pin form to the face, kick out by LSG. LSG back to that wrist lock. Wrist locks are working for both men here. Working behind the back here. Dixon looking for a way out, finds the middle rope. Trying to finesse his way out. And back to his wrist lock of his own. The wrist locks are going for both of them, but both men struggling to keep the hold on, but then Dixon says, screw it. Shot to the back, shot to the ribs. Another tie-up center in the ring. Another side headlock here by Dixon. Both these men chain wrestling aficionados. Irish whip, shoulder tackle center of the ring. That size and strength finally coming to play. Underneath goes LSG. Over the top goes LSG, but he meets him with a shoulder tackle. Maybe he didn't mean to go for it, but if it works, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. LSG taking down Dixon. Dixon rolls to the outside. He's trying to get a breather. True sportsmanship here, respecting that Ring of Honor code. Both men, mutual respect in wrestling, mutual respect in just being good competitors. Back to locking up center of the ring. This has to be their fourth or fifth lock up center of the ring. Back to that wrist lock, rolling out of it is LSG, and now he's got that arm lock hold. Back to that wrist lock, which both of these are gunning for. Now Ken Dixon looking for that bridge, that same bridge that LSG went to, rolls out of it instead. Trying to get loose of this wrist lock that LSG is hanging on to. Back to that side lock, side headlock. Push back is LSG. LSG off the ropes. Ducks the line. Nobody home. Drop kick takes down Ken Dixon, backing up into the corner. Corner goes LSG, but he meets an elbow by Dixon. Dixon sends him into the middle rope. He says, screw it. I've had enough of the wrestling, had enough of the wrist locks with that neck breaker, and he got it center of the ring. Dixon into the cover, forearm to the face. There's two to kick out by LSG. They were going tit for tat, mano y mano, anything you could do, I could do better in the beginning of the match, but then Dixon said, screw it. He took that drop kick to the jaw and just sent afterwards LSG flying into the middle rope. You gotta watch, he doesn't get disqualified as he gives a shot to the gut, knee to the stomach of LSG. Maybe looking for that neck breaker again, and he gets it for a second time. Center of the ring, into the cover, inside leg. Now both legs and a kick out by LSG. Now this is a good strategy here by Ken Dixon, stopping away at LSG on the mat here. Like I said before, LSG, very good technical wrestler, but he also has that high-flying advantage in his arsenal. So Dixon, good strategy here, keeping LSG on the mat no matter what it be. As he dodges the shot and just stares at him down, a nice boot to the face. LSG trying to maintain control here. Looking for that neck breaker. Third time's a charm here. Maybe LSG can get out of it. Holding on for dear life. Look at that backslide pin. He got it. There's two. Looking to move on. Nobody home, though, but a kick out by Dixon and a shot to the gut to cut down that mini momentum rally there by LSG. Irish whip by Dixon. Hard Irish whip back first. Immediately to the canvas goes LSG. And Ken Dixon keeping LSG on the mat. He saw that side of technical wrestler from him. Does not want to see that high flyer side as Dixon needs a slap. Slap across the chest. LSG trying to get back in this. Firing off consecutive shots. Irish whip counter. LSG off the ropes. Stuck to the line. Look at that swinging neck breaker. And he got a neck breaker of his own on Ken Dixon. Both men down center of the ring. Dixon to his feet first here, meeting LSG in the middle of the ring. LSG ducks a shot, gives a shot. Ducks a second shot, ducks a third, gives a second shot, gives a third. Blocks another one. LSG trying to get momentum, trying to get back in this match. One shot after another by LSG. Counter Irish whip by Dixon. LSG, forearm to the face off the ropes like a cannon. Another one takes down Ken Dixon. LSG feeling it, getting back in this match. Home, the crowd here in New Jersey trying to get LSG back in it. Nobody home, but Dixon meets a boot. Over the top goes Dixon. Nice rollout. I mean LSG, my bad on that one. LSG's got him. Looking for that scoop slam, maybe. Oh no, plants some face first. Beautiful move. Is this enough? Outside leg, both legs. Took out at two by Ken Dixon. We saw TJ Crawford defeat Richard Holiday before moving on to the Dream 16 tournament. LSG looking to do the same after staying on the mat during the middle parts of this match, now taking it to Ken Dixon. That springboard forearm, maybe. Nobody home. He's put away many with that springboard forearm. Nice suplex, spin away slam into the cover. Kick out by LSG, staying on it. Beautifully perfected slam by Ken Dixon. Maybe looking to put him away. Fireman's carry. Staying alive, holding on for dear life. Looking for a pin here. Rolling out. Ken Dixon rolls away. Drop toe hold by LSG. Looking for a lapel lock, and he's got it on Dixon, fighting out of that fireman's carry. Drop toe hold into the lapel lock. Is Ken Dixon going to tap? LSG trying to make him tap, trying to move on. Oh, but the strength of Ken Dixon, right back to his feet and just clashes into that second rope. Back into the fireman's carry, though. The strength and power of Dixon drives him into that top turnbuckle, trying to get him off him. It's like a mosquito that just won't get off him. Dixon back into that fireman's carry, back into that top turnbuckle. LSG holding on for dear life, hammering away with elbows, and now he's hit 3 of the 4 top turnbuckles, maybe looking for the 4th here. LSG holds on for dear life and gets out of it for the time being. Both men look gassed after that sequence. Maybe looking for that backslide pin for the second time in this match. Dixon fights out of it. Ducks a line, nobody home. LSG. Spinning slam, drops him face first just like before. Pinning combination, quick maneuver. He got him!
here's your winner and advancing to the next round, LSG.
LSG very smart there. Not many people, after hitting a big move like that, dropping Dixon face first, they would maybe take a second, take a breath, then go for the cover, but no, hits him with the big move and immediately cradles up into a pin. Dixon didn't know what hit him. 3 count for LSG, and LSG joins TJ Crawford and moving on in the Dream 16 tournament.